second half about to commence here at BM Insurance Oval. Welcome back, Frankie.
It's good to be here again.
On the balcony.
It's a beautiful day here at Nightcliff, BM Insurance Oval.
Bernie Shackloff will be happy with that shout out, I'm sure. Haven't seen the bald warrior here today.
He won't be too far away, I'll give you the tip.
Sure he wouldn't. I'm sure he'll have a tinny somewhere and be floating around.
He'll be front and centre when the end of the game is too. Don't you worry about that.
As always, as all good sponsors of local footy should be. Front and centre, they are the lifeblood of footy.
Too right.
So, Central Australia, much to prove and much to improve on in this second half.
It's a really big quarter coming up for the Redtails. You look at the first half, and probably the most damning stat that we've got is that Nightcliff have had 27 scoring shots to 8. Okay, that's a pretty big deficit that they have to try to improve on in this second half here today. So they need to really come out and fight hard this third quarter when they're kicking against the breeze and try to get some respectability back up.
Respectability?
Whether it's a word or not is questionable, but it sounded good off the tongue.
Respectability is I'll let you away with that one, but I think it comes down to gaining a bit of respect. Obviously, three games in, they don't want to come away from here with a 0-3 deficit. They pushed St Mary's for a couple of quarters last week and obviously went down by 30 points. Week before, who did they have? Waratah at home and got overran. So again, the Redtails need to, obviously, they want to come away with a couple of wins at the back end of this trial to really, I guess, build momentum behind the concept, but also move forward and obviously enter the league full-time in a couple of years in next year, hopefully.
And it looks like they're starting a loose player in defence as well, and it looks like that man's Reggie Smith, which is a really good option for him. So this is a good move here by Greg McAdam. Reggie
Smith, the I think it's a marathon project, Indigenous Marathon Project participant.
Yep, that's correct, and also former AFL employee.
Yeah, trainee from down in old Central Oz. So it's Manakaros, Ashley Manakaros, I should say. Balls out, and Gilhouse wins it down, comes out to muchness, gets it off, but not as far as Brown, just as far as Brown, comes down to Chambers, unable to snaffle the mark. Parfitt there, sharking around.
Tried to win a free kick, but it's just dribbled out of bounds.
Caleb Hart pressuring and forces the ball over the boundary line. Boundary throw in right forward pocket for Nightcliff Tigers early in attack. Seconds into this third quarter at BM Insurance Oval. Ball thrown in. Gilhouse knocks it over to the back. Comes out to the likes of Campbell. Matty Campbell, that it is. On the trusty left foot, looks for his brother in
Paulie Campbell,
that's the one.
He wins it, gets a kick out in front of, that is Mallard, and gets it back. Paulie Campbell again, followed up well there, got it forward. It's beaten a few. Dion Gordon gets a handball over, kick it over the top of it, gets a handball to no one in particular, and it's still in play. It might have been kick it again, getting another handball. Anyway, they've cleared it back into the middle. Joey Collison wins it, the half back, kicks it forward. Nathan Brown by himself takes the mark. Gets a handball back into Joey Collison. Back to Nathan Brown. Short kick in. Too short. Chambers picks it up. Handball back in. Nathan Brown has a shot. And the crowd says it all. He's kicked it. Slotted it home.
So Nathan Brown follows up, obviously, from a disappointing left foot kick. Fell short of Chambers. Had him obviously in oodles of space. Chambers was good enough to trap the ball. Back up to Brown. And Brown finishes off his, I guess, mistake.
Was it a deliberate ploy though?
Oh yeah.
There's a conspiracy theorist out there.
What a sneaky one too. He goes, oh, well, Chamber, you've had enough goals today. Give me one, he says. So Brown gets himself onto the scoreboard, and it's. God, I'm really not so confident reading off that scoreboard, Frankie. I don't think 12-15 equals 93, but.
Anyway, the ball goes up, Gilhouse, and something's happened here.
13-15, 93.
Someone, I think it's a Redtails gone. It might have even been Reggie Smith. I'm not sure what he's running in soon for. He should be back. That's where he should be. Where he is now is where he should be starting. Anyway, handball off to Stribling. Kicks it inside, 50 out wide. Ball bounces. Chambers just taps it. Reggie Smith taps it forward again. Ash Duncan picks it up. Got a little bit of time, gets a handball on Brown. Over the top, Strudel, this is a tough one, taps it out, did the right thing there, and it's out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in on the half-back flank.
So Matty Campbell putting a bit of pressure on Stribling there. So Miller to do battle with Gillhouse. I think they need to get Seth Matson onto the ground. It's somewhere, I think it just needs to cause a bit of ruck. Play two talls, stretch them a little bit. Gillhouse wins the ball down comfortably. Kenny Morton leaves it for his captain in Much. Much leaves it out, comes down to
Gillhouse.
Gillhouse comes down to Brown. Out to Much. Down it, head over the ball with Stribling. Stribling gets a hold of it now. Duncan off to Collinson. Collinson, trusty left foot. Out in front of the young superpower Parfit. Caleb Hart spoils the ball, follows it out, looking for
Gillhouse.
Looked
like he got half one in the back. Anyway, Caleb Hart did well, got it forward. Kick it, picks it up. Looks for an option, turns back inside. Gets a kick on. Stribling did well, took a mark on the almost centre
had
square.
to be centimetre perfect, that kick.
I'm not sure about that one, but it's almost found. I think that's Paris over there. Gordon picks it up, another funny-looking kick through the middle. Gugliotti gets it on to Paris. Paris has a bounce. He can probably have another one. Decides to kick it in deep. Brown leaps. He should have held that one. Roves his own ball. Gets it on and out of bounds on the full.
Out of bounds on the full. So, again, Nightcliff doing all the attacking early here in this third quarter. Much the same as the way they started out the game. Errant kicking.
Pryor gets it. Goes bang with the long. That's his game, I reckon. Just get it as long as possible and it falls out of bounds. And that's a win for Redtails
I think back to basics, getting it long, winning it and kicking it up the line. Play the percentages, and then when you get back into your attacking half, looking towards the centre for your forwards up the middle.
Especially when you're kicking against a breeze like this, if you can go long and wide, waste as much time as possible in the quarter, and then when it's your turn to kick with the breeze, then you want to be trying to get it.
Dribbling gets the handball back to Paris. Paris unable to trap the ball, comes out to I think it was Matty Campbell who gets the ball long, looking for Turner. Gibson Turner tracking it. Great tackle on kick it. Ball in dispute at the top of the 50. Nightcliff battling hard there to try and win possession as they do. Dion Gordon gets the handball over to kick it. Kick it. Plenty of space and time. On looking for Brown. Brown traps the ball nicely. Keeps it in front. Gets the handball in for Lockwood. Off to kick it. Kick it. Probably could have done a little bit better with that kick. Comes out to Boost. Boost gets it over to, is that Paris or no? Coughlin.
Yeah, it's Coughlin.
Out to Campbell. Campbell looking for Miller. Miller takes a comfortable mark. Left half back for Redtails. Inboard to
Charlie Marr gets it, kicks it forward. Good kick too to Robert Woods, takes to the mark on half forward line. Gets it on, and it was a lazy kick, and Gugliotti should have taken a mark but didn't. And Gibson Turner comes out wide. Nightcliff have the ball, gets it on. Gugliotti gets a quick kick forward. Contest here. Joey Collison did well. They've got the numbers. Nathan Brown tracks it towards the boundary line, picks it up. Good chase there by Mingy. Gets it forward. Here we go, Zuffa. Zuffa breaks one. Oh, we got one, a little high one there by Reggie Smith, but wins the ball anyway. Brown gets a quick one in forward, and Chambers takes a mark. About 40, 35 out. Plays on quickly. Boost all by himself in the middle. Will take a mark. Thinks about playing on, but decides to go back, and that was the right call.
Chambers just using his smarts there. Centering the ball to Boost. Go back directly in front, 40 metres out, probably 35. Probably kick bang on the 50. So Boost. Deliberate approach on the hop now. Ball on its way and across to the right. So the breeze is obviously pushing balls across to the right, across the goal. So players just need to be a little bit wary of that. And Jaden Pryor to return the ball back into play. Redtails just need to hit some targets here.
There's a real lack of movement at the moment by the Redtails. Pryor goes long, gets it to about 50, but once again do a 2-on-2. Luckily it falls to Reggie Smith, gets a quick kick out wide. Mingy can go here. Get it and go, Mingy. Picks it up, thinks about it, gets a kick around, it's in a good kick.
Nice pass from McMasters. Out in the front of Mallard. Need to get a little bit more from him, the Redtails. Calling for someone to come at him. No movement there for him. Looking up towards, is it
That's Robert Woods.
Robert Woods. Back to McMasters. Trying to fix up his errant kick. Looking in for Gibson. Turner flies early. Unable to track the ball. Comes down to McMasters. Unable to track the ball himself. Comes out to Gugliotta.
Turner was first at it. Gets it out wide. Redtails have got it. Gets a handball forward. Can't see who's got it. Yeah, good handball though. Has a shot, flying shot on goal. Looks like it just banged into the post. Umpire's not quite sure yet, but there was definitely a 1 point there. Nightcliff to bring it back in. Good little passage of play there by the Redtails though.
Yeah, keeping the pressure on.
To Coughlin. Coughlin takes a mark. On about the 50. Gets it back inside. Good kick. Boost. Boost has been good today, getting plenty of the ball. Gets it forward, straight down the guts. Oh, it's an errant kick though. Paulie Campbell picks it up. Gets it on to Charlie Marr. Gets another handball on. I think that's Matty Axton maybe, and it looks like it might be a very good goal. Well done.
Well done by the young fella, Matty Axton. I think that's what the Redtails need to do. Make the most of their opportunities, be opportunistic in their approach to the game. When the ball gets turned over, catch Nightcliff on the rebound and really use their pace and skill. There's no doubt they've got some pace out there. Axton, the likes of McMasters, getting the balls on. Charlie Marr, and obviously the Campbell brothers as well. Good users of the ball in their day, so they just need to obviously string a few together and maintain possession, and who knows, they may be able to draw a little bit closer, but 13-15-94 plays 5-3-33 or 6-3-39 I would suggest. Anyway, ball goes up, Miller and Gillhouse. Gillhouse wins that one comfortably. Reggie Smith unable to trap the ball. Brown in hot pursuit of Cunningham. Cunningham and Brown over the ball. Brown forces the ball up. Left half forward for Nightcliff. So Matty Campbell doing the ruck work against Gillhouse. That's a bit unusual. Comes out to Murphy. Collinson will swing onto his left, no doubt. Nice little pass there. Excuse me. Charlie Marr swings into the tackle. Zuffa gets the ball out. And Caleb Hart.
Zuffa wins a free kick there.
Not quite sure what for. Umpire said high, but
might have been just a stray arm there by one of the Redtails.
Stray arm, but Zuffa
plays on quickly, gets a big kick in, and it's just wide of the mark. So another point there by Nightcliff. Pryor gets the ball. He's going to kick in again.
Pryor just needs to hit a target here.
And he does. Cunnington takes the mark. Needs to get up quickly here and look for options. You've got Matty Campbell there in the middle, still by himself. Too slow. Once again, there's not a lot of
Caleb Hart needs to talk. So does Jaden Pryor. This is horrible.
And he kicks it. It's a long kick. Paulie Campbell's going to fly against Lockwood, and that's the
desired result for Nightcliff as Gugliotta gets the ball in long, looking for Chambers up against
Parford's first.
The ball gets rushed over, but Nightcliff just obviously did just enough there to really keep the ball in, but plenty of options out this far side and switching the play rather than just playing, I guess, tunnel vision football looking up the line. Need to sort of switch it up a little bit, play a little bit of, I guess, attacking footy, switching the play and opening it up. Ball gets thrown in, Matson in the ruck, being held, I would assume, most definitely.
They've won it here. They need to move it quickly here. There needs to be a little bit more movement. Movement creates space. Gets it on. It was a poor kick by Matson. Chambers is first to it. Gets it on. In congestion. It's going to roll over. He's got another boundary throwing.
Again, just poor execution and, again, putting themselves under a lot of pressure inside their defensive 50. They really need to sort of get back to basics. Hitting the targets, as they say, possession's 9/10 of the law, Frankie. Like that one too, did you, mate?
I did.
Hey, good. Ball gets thrown back in. Robert Woods gets the ball down and is tracked over the line by Paris. So Redtails is inching it around the defensive 50, trying to open the play up. Reggie Smith on Brown. I'm not quite sure about that matchup. I think Brown will have his measure in strength.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I've seen Reggie play some decent defensive roles in his time. He's definitely more of an attacking player, but if you can keep Brown to limit his influence, it might not be the worst result. Pryor comes in and gets a big fist forward and hurts straight in the back of Hill in the process. But Hill's done well. He's got back up, got a handball out wide. Redtails are on here. Axton needs to get a kick. Oh,
great tackle.
Great tackle there by McGarvey, I think it was.
Much gets it out to the far wing, looking.
Paulie Campbell gets it, needs to break loose, couldn't quite, still got it on. Redtails go forward, but there's only Nightcliff back there. Look at this, they've got 3 or 4 just loose. Oh, Ticket decides not to kick it there. It goes out wide and it looks
Kick
like...
it decided not to kick it there, well done, pardon the pun. Well done.
It comes back inside, Gugliotto's in the best spot, good mark.
And
gets a handball on.
News from TIO stating Tiwi Bombers kicked the last goal of the game to win the match right before the siren. Adrian Murphy swings around looking in for Chambers. Chambers and Pryor to do battle. Chambers wins the ball down, gets the handball out, looking for young Parford. Chases down Matty Campbell. Great defensive work from the young fella. Good to see him with that aptitude early in his career. Ball comes out.
Redtails win it.
Campbell.
Get it forward. Much wins, gets the ball, slips over, gets a kick on. Got space here. Robert Woods takes a mark, plays on quickly, gets it on to Lloyd Turner, gets it forward again. Not sure who that bloke is. Gets it forward again to Gibson Turner, who takes
Great
a good
hands.
mark.
So if you get it in and you move it quickly and swift by foot, the way that they've just done there, and using their skill, which they do have, and they've shown glimpses of it, but if they can string a few good passes together, they can break sides apart because they can move the ball quickly and efficiently to the other end of the ground. And if you give Gibson Turner a chance one out, he's going to win. He's not going to win every time, but he's going to give you every opportunity to take a good mark. And as you saw there, he's got a good set of jukes on him.
Goes back, comes in, looks good off the boot. Good work, Gibson Turner.
So Gibson Turner slots another consolation goal for the Redtails. Probably all but gone for them here now, but they really need to, I guess, keep in touch and try not to let this lead blow out too far. So I think it's 7-3, 45 by my calculations, not 5-3. I think they kicked 2 goals this quarter to 13-15, 95. I still don't think that adds up either. Anyway.
Yeah, the Redtails still have 5 games after this, so this is more than likely going to be their 3rd loss in a row. So, but they've got to keep fighting. They've got to fight every week. They don't want any blowouts here.
Exactly, and blowouts will only obviously deter the guys from coming back. So Reggie Smith looking out wide. Jeez, good body on him.
Paulie Campbell, but he fell over and he's in trouble now.
Sampi hot on his tail. Sampi tracking Campbell. Sampi wins out, does well, keeps his feet. Campbell goes to ground. Crucial stage of the contest. Sampi getting it in, looking for Zufa. Reckon that name will come synonymous with the Nightcliff Football Club this year.
Into Duncan. Duncan directly in front. Shouldn't have any problems from here. But once again, so many numbers for Nightcliff, and you got to ask yourself, where are the Redtails?
Yeah, the Redtails are all tracking back in the midfield. You can see 3 or 4 of them just walking down, and it's a little bit hard to see from a coaching perspective to see your midfielders just not tracking down. And Ash Duncan kicking, should be going back to kick a goal from directly in front, you would think.
He's pretty happy with it. A bit of head wobble there by Ash Duncan as he runs back in.
A bit of a head wobble. Enjoys a goal, Ash Duncan, and obviously a half-back attacking midfielder as well when he gets in there as well. So Nightcliff just, again, always finding an answer. Whenever Central Australia get a goal, there's always a chance that Nightcliff are going to get that next one back, because Central Australia just can't string 2 or 3 together, and that's probably been the tale of the tape today.
Yeah, they've been a long way on top pretty much since the first bounce, and they were probably lucky to be as close as they were at quarter time when you think about it, the Redtails. So
most definitely. So Matston and Gilhouse to do battle. Gilhouse wins the ball down again.
Jenkins gets it, kicks it in long. 2 on 2 here. Pryor did well, got a fist in. Dylan Ellis got a funny old looking kick to about 35 out.
Body from Pryor.
Gets it on. Redtails get a quick clearing kick, but Gilhouse in the best spot. Oh, he thinks about going on.
He's played on, and unfortunately Lloyd Turner's crept over the mark, and it's going to give a goal to Gilhouse.
Yeah, I think that was Reggie Smith, and he's not happy about it, Reggie, and he's probably a bit stiff. Oh, he is very stiff there.
Oh, extremely very stiff. I would say that And that's the shortest 50 of the century as well.
It's probably only about a 32-metre 50. So the umpire got there and thought, shit, maybe I did make a little bit of an error there. So we just better hold this one up a little bit, make it a little bit more tough for him. It's a funny looking run in, but
Has
he kicked it? He has kicked it.
Oh, he's got the Kennedy run up, the Kennedy stutters. Did not look confident at all. And yeah, the old Kennedy stutters from the big Gill house, slots it through. And
it's all about the result, though, and the result is 6 points. So you probably need to work on that during this week, I think, and you'll probably cop a fair bit of flack from the boys tonight about it. But
the old goal umpire had his work cut out for him on that one. Had to bend his back around that point post, and I tell you what, Gill house, Kennedy-like, very much. Very, very, very suspect inside 30 metres, I would suggest. Excuse me.
So umpire comes in, just going to throw it up from here, I think. Matson goes early, gets the tap. Jenkins gets it though. Redtails win it, gets a handball out wide. Mingy McMasters, that looked good off the boot, but straight to Dion Gordon.
Yeah, probably could have used a little bit better McMasters there.
Off one step though, it's gone straight back to Redtails. Campbell gets it. He's got plenty of space, needs to go himself. It looks good off the boot. Well done, Matty Campbell.
A classy finish from Matty Campbell. McMasters will be dirty on himself there that he didn't hit the target, but Matty Campbell able to clean up after a Nightcliff clearance kick and slot through a goal. And again, a classy finish. You'd expect him to kick something like that week in, week out.
And I think this is his first game for the Redtails too. We'll hopefully see him at least 3 or 4, possibly the next 5 games playing for the Redtails. He's grown up in Central Australia. He didn't play any games last year, so it'd be good to see him get a few on the trot here for them.
Most definitely, and obviously the big name missing is LJ and Liam Jarrah. Will obviously take a lot of pressure off Mallard and Gibson Turner if they can inject him into the half-forward line as well.
And also Daniel Stafford, and Aaron Sharp as well from Hermannsburg.
There's another one, Sharp.
There's a few big, especially the community boys. It would be good to see them getting a game for the Redtails. It's a full area.
Comes out to Stribbling. Look at answering back again. Nightcliff just do-si-do. As soon as the Redtails get a goal, they just get demoralised straight up the other end of the ground and another goal. But you also go back to the other ends. Like you've got the nail gun, Baden Nelcombe. There's another one.
Well, I think he's actually coming straight up to play for Nightcliff, and it could be as soon as the next couple of weeks.
So he's going to come play straight for Nightcliff, not going to play for the Redtails?
No, as far as I know, he's coming straight up to play for Nightcliff. He wants to finish off the season with them, and having played there last year, it's probably in his best intentions to come up and just slot himself in, and he'll add something.
That's if he doesn't get drafted, mate. He finished top 10 in a couple of the draft combine test down in Adelaide.
He won the 20-metre sprint and he come 4th in the vertical leap, so you just never know.
You never know. So the nail gun, probably one of those ones that Central Australia probably could have worked a bit harder on to get him here into the fold, but unfortunately that's not in. The Anchors, Abraham Anchors, where's he today? Yeah,
I'm not sure where he is, to tell you the truth, little Abes. Hopefully he'll be back in the next couple of weeks. There's plenty of names from Central Australia who probably should be out there playing, and yeah, they just need to work a little bit harder to make sure that they get them all in. But anyway, it gets out wide. Brown wins it, gets it on to Collison. Collison sends it in out wide. Yeah, Pryor gets a fist in. Well done. That's all he could do right there. He's fought hard today, Pryor.
He's fought hard. He's been up against when the ball comes in as thick as fast as it does. It's very hard as a backman. You just got to keep doing what you do, and hopefully the midfielders can stem the flow a little bit.
And he's probably one of the few players from Redtails who's actually beaten his opponent today. Chambers hasn't had a massive influence. It's been the half-forwards who've done most of the hard work. Yeah. Gets it in forward. Aiden Hill breaks loose. Got time, takes a bounce. Running across goal. Gets it out wide. Dylan Ellis will get there first, but it will actually run out of bounds and beats everyone.
Again, a safety kick. If it goes over the boundary line, you've gained 50 yards rather than kicking into a 50-50 contest. So whilst it wasn't pretty, it got him out of immediate trouble for the time being. So ball will be balled in. Right half forward here at Beam Insurance Oval. None of the ruckmans get a hand on it, and Lloyd Turner takes off, gets it on, slams it on the boot, and unfortunately, fortunately for Nightcliff, Dion Gordon gets on hold of it and looks out wide to Collinson, unable to track the ball. McMasters misses the tackle. Collinson on the left foot, bang into Boost. Boost with the ball now. Left half forward for Nightcliff, looking for some movement. There's not much movement from Nightcliff now. A little bit of fatigue coming into the game, maybe. Centres the ball to Murphy.
And Redtails are pushing players back, which is good. I can see.
Seeing. And out to Gugliotta. Gugliotta can kick a long ball. Gets it in long. Looking for Chambers. Over the top comes Parfitt. Out to Charlie Marr. Handball's on the ground. Caleb Hart needs to get it out. Looking for his... Axton. Matt Axton.
Gets it out long. Robert Woods wins the ball, gets a handball in, but there's only Nightcliff players there. Murphy gets it on to Boost. Boost has been very good today, gets a short kick in. Oh, McGarvey doesn't quite hold it. Good pick up there by Aiden Hill. Gets it, runs it out of defence, gets a long kick forward. Gibson Turner will get there first. He's got space.
He's got a man
There's plenty of options. He gets it on, and good mark there by... I don't know.
My eyes aren't that good. What number have you got there, cameraman? Can you give us a number?
Still can't see. 43, I think.
40.
Lockie Lake.
Lockie Lake.
The Tennant Creek boy. He's in for his first game this year too. Played for Pioneers down in the Central Australian Football League this year. And also finished off the season up at Tennant Creek. But he will go back.
Lockie Lake. Deliberate in the approach.
It's a good off the boot.
Nice kick for the young fella. Very good goal. So again, when the Redtails can break the ball, break the play open, and they can create an overlap, they definitely score. But my money's on Nightcliff to score the next one, Frankie.
Well, yeah, judged on the way that the game's been played, they always seem to find one after Central Australia if they kick one or two, but you'll nearly always see Nightcliff bang on 3 or 4. So
got a bit of a crowd here, mate.
So got to get rid of the pests. Where's the bouncers?
Frankie's a Nightcliff local, if you hadn't guessed it already, ladies and gentlemen, and he's copying it left, right and centre. Anyway, Nightcliff, Redtails kick another goal, so 9-4-57. Frankie asking for some special comments from his Division 1 counterparts.
We've got Hugh Spring here, who I'm just trying to get a special comment out of, but I don't know whether he's keen right now. We might get him in the last quarter.
So Minnie McMasters gets the ball forward, looking for one of his half forwards. Kick it, comes out, meets the ball hard, tracks the ball nicely, kicks it out towards Collinson. Collinson tracks the ball in the end and gets the ball over the top to Brown and Lockwood. Lockwood works with Brown, good shepherd. Lockwood looks inside for Zufar. Zufar unable to track the ball. Sorry, it was Coughlin. I digress. Comes across to Matty Campbell, takes a bounce and gets on his bike. Chased by Anthony Hale, a good chase there, a nice pass. Comes out to Gibson Turner.
Kept his feet well and he's got around now. Sends it in deep. I needed to hold that there. Gibson Turner again. Ball in dispute. Nightcliff win it. Get a long kick forward out towards centre wing. Good fist there by Cunningham and it's out of bounds.
Over the line. So yeah, Gibson Turner. It's a nice kick. I think it was into Mallard maybe. I'm not quite sure who it was, but yeah, needed to hold on to that one for Redtails to get a little bit of momentum moving forward.
Yeah, they're really lacking a key forward at the moment. We've talked about Jarrah and we talked about Stafford, but you just need to, at this level, have at least one of those, probably both of them in the side. Bongo Dixon's another one who probably needs to come in and just give a bit of spark through the midfield and can play deep forward as well. As Jenkins kicks it in long, he's gone all the way. It might, it's hit the post.
I think that's where they're falling down, the half-forward line. You compare the two half-forward lines of both these sides. You've got Brown, Parfitt and Zufar across the half-forward for Nightcliff. And really, Redtails, you wouldn't even pick anybody across there that's actually had an impact on the game. So
Gibson Turner's been very good, but he's had to play deep because they don't have a big key forward down there. So,
but
besides that,
chalk and cheese, mate. Very different in the way that they've obviously had an impact on the game. And when your half-forward line's firing the way Nightcliff's is, it's obviously proofs in the pudding with the scoreboard the way it is as well. Zufar active.
Poor kick there by Gilhouse. He's not happy with himself. Straight to Paulie Campbell. Goes back off the mark.
I think that's where the midfielders from Nightcliff Footy Club need to get around Gilhouse and actually call for the handball.
Yeah, I know.
No, he's not probably the most skillful, and big men aren't notorious for their skills.
He's in for his first game too, and his confidence will rise over the next few weeks, I would have thought. But yeah, you're right. There doesn't. I think when Nightcliff get there over the next few weeks, they'll sort of start to realise that Gilhouse doesn't probably want to take too many kicks, so they'll be getting around and getting a few cheap ones for themselves to get their numbers up as well.
Three-quarter time here at Beam Insurance Oval, 15-16, 106 to 9-4-57. We'll be back for the final quarter here, live, or not live, recorded from Beam Insurance Oval right after these messages.